Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. We appreciate that. We do have a lot to talk about, including that first alert forecast. Meteorologist Scot Haney is here with the details. And where are we seeing that rain, Scott?
Chester, Essex, Deep River, Killingworth, down through Clinton. It's very light. It's not too particularly heavy, and it is tending to fall apart as it makes a run from south to north. So we've been monitoring this shower activity all morning long, and the showers today will be isolated in nature. You can see how they tend to fall apart as they reach into some drier air in northern Connecticut. So not raining throughout most of the state, which is some good news for the morning commute. Now, this afternoon, there could be an isolated shower. This evening, there could be an isolated shower, but most towns will stay dry. There's Perry, the Peregrine Falcon, on our Torrington iCam. Nice to see you. It must be 7 o'clock, Perry, because you're with us on the Wax. Love it. And as we take you to the Big E, it is Connecticut Day. It is going to be an awesome day today. The crew is leaving to head up to West Springfield, where the temperatures today will be in the low to mid 70s under mostly cloudy skies. You might see an interval of sun, but you also could be dealing with an isolated shower. So we're going to ask that you grab an umbrella, throw it in the back seat of your car, rather to be safe than sorry. Temperatures, yeah, we're good in the mid 50s. 58 in Willimantic, 58 in Tolland. That's about 4 degrees above average, but a little bit cooler in northwest Connecticut, 52 and 54, a little milder along the shoreline. We had a beautiful skyline shots this morning all over the state, some beautiful sunrise shots. That's kind of faded away under mostly cloudy skies. And today it will be mostly cloudy with those isolated showers, temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s. Your 7-day forecast is just minutes away. Don't go anywhere. In the meantime, ladies, take it away.
All right, Scott, thanks. That's actually like the perfect fair forecast. Cloudy, is not too hot in the Midway. All right, let's take a look at your traffic here. We'll give you a statewide view. Hartford, Waterbury, Middletown, Meriden. You can see traffic moving smoothly all around the state. There are no accidents to report. I just checked in with the DOT. The only places that we're seeing some delays happening, Bridgeport and Trumbull. That's typical for this time of day. We'll keep you posted if anything pops up. I'm Caitlin Nuclo with your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report, driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
All right, this morning, UConn Health could be expanding. Reports say state leaders are in talks to buy 3 hospitals in Putnam, Bristol, and Waterbury.
Your reporter Taylor Knight has more on how this move could provide some better care for patients in the area.
CT Insider is reporting that UConn Health is considering buying Waterbury Hospital as part of a bankruptcy sale, and this would create a new public health care system here in Connecticut. Reports say that UConn Health is bidding to buy Waterbury Hospital, Bristol Hospital, and Day Kimball Hospital in Putnam. Waterbury Hospital is one of 3 owned by the now bankrupt Prospect Medical Holdings. CT Insider is reporting that the Waterbury Hospital sale could cost the state between $400 and $500 million. No formal bid for Waterbury Hospital has been filed in Prospect's bankruptcy court dockets as of right now, but lawmakers are hopeful. State Senator Saud Anwar believes a UConn takeover would result in better care and more hospital staff for patients. In a statement, he said, quote, "This potential acquisition would provide a better environment to help fight the state's healthcare workforce shortages for nurses, physicians, and especially specialty physicians, benefiting care not only in these individual hospitals, but in Connecticut at large." Channel 3 has reached out to UConn Health for more information about this potential sale, but we have not heard back from them at this time. Your reporter in Waterbury, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Right, this morning, property owners in Watertown say they're prepared to pay higher water and sewer bills in the near future. The town registrar says voters approved a plan to borrow money now in order to pay back $34 million in debt to the city of Waterbury later. Supporters say they feared having to pay more if they waited because of interest. No word yet on when those bills will go up. Watertown leaders say the average homeowner can expect to pay an additional $300.
In Wethersfield, changes will soon be coming to a number of town schools. Voters there approved a $240 million project to build a new Highcrest Elementary School. The Samuel Webb and Charles Wright schools will be renovated. Some were concerned about the cost here, but others say the projects are a worthy investment.
Well, this morning, law enforcement officers have new rules to follow inside state courthouses. They cannot wear masks except for medical reasons, and they're banned from making arrests in public parts of courthouses without a warrant. It comes after 65 people were taken into custody in Fairfield County last month. Supporters say people should feel safe at courthouses, but opponents say the policy will be tough to enforce.
Well, happening this morning in Enfield, members of the community are invited to come together and honor a town employee who was killed on the job.
Your reporter Marcy Jones has more on this loss for the community and how people in the town plan to pay their respects.
I'm standing in front of a growing memorial for Jamie Nickerson, who worked for the town of Enfield for nearly 2 decades. You can see how many lives he touched with lit candles, as well as handwritten cards, flowers, and of course that Department of Public Works jacket. His life was cut short following a tragic accident at the end of last week, leaving his family and the community heartbroken. 51-year-old Jamie Nickerson was struck and killed by a car while mowing the lawns outside of Enfield's Town Hall Friday morning. Nickerson, who spent 18 years serving his community, was a father of 2 sons, a loving husband of 20 years to his wife Amy, and sports enthusiast. Today, friends and family will gather to say a final goodbye to Nickerson at the Leet Stevens Enfield Chapel at 10. A funeral procession will begin around 11 this morning. Now, we do have a traffic notification for everybody in town. Drivers are asked to avoid the area of King Street and South Road during the hours of 11 to noon, just so that procession can be undisturbed. Your reporter in Enfield, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, important news. If you live in New Haven, police want you to be aware of a scam where people are trying to take you from your money. Police say people are getting calls from someone who pretends to be a member of the police department. That scammer will ask you for money to pay off a warrant. Officers want you to know this is fake. It's all a part of a scam. New Haven police do not accept money for warrants. If you get a call claiming that you owe police money, hang up right away.
This morning, we've learned the man accused of accidentally shooting his neighbor in Groton called 911 after his gun went off. According to court paperwork, he admitted to the shooting and asked what he could do to help. He remains in jail, though, this morning, even after a judge lowered his bond. The victim, a 25-year-old woman, is still in the hospital this morning.
Also this morning, a 10-year-old child is being treated for injuries. Police say a dog bit him in New Britain on Sunday. That dog now being quarantined for 10 days. We're told the dog did not belong to the child's family, and its owners are cooperating with the investigation.
To New London now, where state and local police will share how you can stop hate crimes. This is part of a series of public meetings that police are holding this year in response to a rise in the number of reported hate crimes. It's open to everyone. It runs from 6 until 7:30 this evening at the New London Rec Center.
Well, today, a court appearance expected for a developer accused of stealing thousands of dollars from customers. It's a case the I-team has been following since the very start. The suspect is accused of taking deposits from customers and then failing to do any work or return the money. Today's hearing focuses on a charge he was arrested for in July. He rejected a plea deal on 10 other charges, and we're still waiting to learn when that trial will begin. Well, today we could learn more about the state's efforts to overturn a federal order that stopped construction of an offshore wind farm. Governor Lamont is expected to talk about the next steps during a building trades convention at Mohegan Sun this morning. The White House, you might remember, stopped construction, citing national security concerns, but has not laid out specifics. We do know, however, the project was expected to be finished by next year and could generate enough energy to power 350,000 homes in Connecticut and Rhode Island.
Well, this morning, a solar power developer is permanently closing 3 locations in our state. Posigen says even though they received some temporary funding, it's not a long-term solution. And its facilities in Wethersfield, Shelton, and Danbury will close within the next month. All employees will lose their jobs. The company built solar panels for families regardless of income. The Trump administration is seeking to end clean energy tax credits at the end of the year, and some lawmakers say that would violate federal law.